Hey team, real quick one for me today because I really want to dive into this whole conversation around sales platforms. And I had the perfect example today where I got caught on site to set up HubSpot. Most of you might know I've been in the HubSpot world for over 10 years now. I live and breathe it when it comes from a sales perspective, not so much marketing, that's someone else's job. But whether it's HubSpot, Pipedrive, Zoho, whatever CRM system you're going to get into your business, the number one thing that happens every single day, every single time I called into setting up one of these systems is the unknown when it comes to sales process. So people have already committed money. They've already signed up to a contract. They've already committed money to a sales system, and yet they still haven't defined their sales process. So today, for example, yes, we spent 15 minutes or so going through the HubSpot platform, but an hour and a half was spent dedicated to really digging into the sales process. And what this brings to life is the importance of why we want to build a successful sales process first, and then we mimic that sales process into a system. And that's very crucial, right? Define the sales process, then create the sales process in the platform. And why I say this is so important is because it gives you clarity. It gives you clarity around what you're thinking. If you're going to hire a sales team, the last thing you want to do is hire a sales team and spend the next 3 weeks trying to train them while you're still trying to train yourself and do a whole handover process between what I guess what's in your mind and how you do sales versus when someone comes on board, then you're essentially just verbalizing to them. So the great thing about having this clarity around creating the sales process first is you can physically hand them something. So on the day one when they start, you go, this is the process you follow. And not just the process, these are the questions you ask. This is what would happen for that prospect in the sales journey to go from stage one to stage two. Like, it's so clear, right? There's no if, then, buts. You can't say in 3 months or 6 months from now that salesperson didn't work out. Was it a clear sales process that you had given them? Different story if you're hiring a sales manager and you want the sales manager to come in, this is what they should be doing. But if you're not hiring a sales manager and you're hiring a sales team, you should be getting all this ready to go before they start. So all around clarity. Then clarity gives efficiency into the sales journey. The second thing is around the customization. So when you're diving into a large system like HubSpot, Pipedrive, Zoho, it can get very complicated very, very quickly. And so my opinion is once you have this sales process documented and scoped out, you're then mimicking that in the system as it is. The issue with doing the other way around is you start doing all this random customization within the CRM system, and that will it'll put you off track for 6 weeks or 3 months before you get back to I guess what the core functionality is around why you're doing this in the first place. If you take the initial plan that you scoped out and implement that into the CRM, it gives you what I call the foundation. Once you have the foundation in place, then you can customize it. So you're not customizing from the get-go, you're customizing it once you got the foundation in place. That is where you get true maximization out of your CRM system. The third point is around this streamlined training. I talked about onboarding a salesperson, but if you want to really upskill and train your staff across the entire aspect of your process, you also want to train them up around the CRM too. Now, HubSpot's amazing. It's got an amazing academy. Pipedrive, Zoho, you got enormous amount of videos online. You want to match it. You don't want people, and there's a reason I'm saying this. You don't want people just to get overwhelmed. These systems are huge. So you want to really focus and be pinpointed into what they should be using that system for. So when you've got it mapped out, you're not trying to navigate across this mammoth of a system. You just say, no, just focus on this one item. Once you complete this one item, move on to this next item. It gives people focus and a clear process to make the onboarding process a lot smoother, a lot easier. Now, once you understand the sales process, the way the system works, it all comes together. This enhances the ability to really scale your team. It sets them up for success. What I mean by that is I've seen way too many sales teams hired, salespeople hired in sales teams before, like hundreds over my time. and the owner or the sales manager goes, that salesperson didn't work out because they're not winning deals. Then when you dig into the actual process, you realize that they're starting from nothing. They've got to figure all this out on their own. They've just spent the first 3 to 6 months just figuring out the sales process before even actively focusing on closing a deal. So I believe if you get this structure right, and this might sound extremely boring to you guys, but if you get the sales structure right first, it actually sets up your sales team to have success, which gives the business, your business, success, because it's a win. It swings and roundabouts, right? You give them the tools and the process to follow. They'll then close the deals. They'll then make you money. So I just want to put this out there around taking a step back, doing analysis on your sales journey, process it out, build in the structure you require from a FAQ, Q&As, questions that your salespeople would be asking prospects, etc. Document all that out, then implement it into your CRM system. Then you're ready for success when you hire your first salesperson or your sales manager. All right, guys, thank you so much. Cheers.